recently been sold, and it's going to be turned into a boutique hotel for next year. And they're talking about adding an addition onto the back of the hotel where that blank spot is currently located. But the London Guaranteed Accident Building also stands on the site of where Fort Dearborn used to stand. Now, Fort Dearborn was the U.S. Army fort that was erected on this location back in the early 1800s to protect what was then the northwestern frontier of the United States. And then later, the town of Chicago. But it was also the site of an infamous Indian massacre where the local Potawatomi, the Miami Indians, led by Chief Black Hawk, attacked the fort and killed everyone on the inside. Now, across the river at our second dock on Michigan Avenue, you'll notice this spiral staircase leading down to our dock. And where that staircase is located, that's basically the birthplace of Chicago. That's where our very first non-Native American settler lived. And his name was Jean-Baptiste Pont du Sable. And he was originally from Haiti. And he traveled here back in the 1770s and set up his fur trading post at the mouth of the Chicago River. Basically right where that staircase is. Now, I don't know about you guys, but that always struck me as kind of funny. Like, go figure. Even back in the 1770s, they were selling furs up on the back mile, just like they do today. Of course, back then, things were a little bit different. Michigan Avenue wasn't there, and all these buildings, they weren't there. But in fact, the land that is now on both sides of our boat, that was also not there. Now, if you recall, he said that he set up his fur trading post at the mouth of the Chicago River. And part of the reason why they call Michigan Avenue is because that's roughly where the shoreline of Lake Michigan was located. Now, back then, the shoreline was very shallow and marshy. There were lots of sandbars. And they started to create the landfill that we now have on both sides of our boat after the Great Chicago Fire. They literally took all that burned rubble and debris from the fire and pushed it into the shallow lake.